Hello, Vault Dwellers and Wastelanders. My name is Kyle, and I will be your overseer for today's episode of the Vault Broadcast Podcast. We are joined by Cameron, aka Tucamcosplayz. Really excited to sit down and talk with him. He's in a similar group to Marty. We're the same group that Marty's in. So if you enjoyed that episode about cosplay, you should enjoy this one too. We're just making the rounds, getting to chat with everyone. And as always, if you have some content creators you want us to speak to, whether they create props or something digital, or maybe they're a streamer and they play some games, whatever it is, drop a comment below if you're on YouTube especially. And if you're on Spotify or other things, don't forget to give the episode a good old thumbs up. Hey, by the way, we've got some great discount codes for you. If you go over to the Bethesda Gear Shop, you can use the code BTales38 or BTales39 to save a whopping 20% off at your checkout. It's great, fantastic. And the code goes up every week. So if these codes expire, just add an extra number to the end or check the latest YouTube video to find something new in the description. We do have an evergreen code, though, for the Modifius website, which sells the Fallout TTRPG we play on our other channel, Tales from Tomorrow. And you can go get that 10% off with the code BTales there. And if you want to catch episodes of Tales from Tomorrow or Vault Broadcast or anything else, you can go to overseerkyle.com and find all of our links nicely displayed here and there. And if you have any questions, join in on our Discord server. We're trying to get a Fallout 76 group going, and we've got a help wanted board. So if you want some goodies, you're needing help finding something, or you want to even help other players with it, again, overseerkyle.com. You can find links to the Discord there. I am going to wrap up this intro to keep it nice and simple, and let's throw to Kyle in the future. Hello, everyone. I am sitting down with Cameron, aka Tucamcosplayz. Welcome to the show, Cameron. How you doing today?
Doing good. It's awesome to be on the show, Kyle. Love the show. I've watched a few of the past episodes, and I'm really excited to be here and, just be part of my first interview on the podcast scene. It's just exciting, just everything that's been going on right now. All the conventions leading up to Goodsprings, foundation of the new California Nuka Tours cosplay group, and just everything just starting to gain a lot of traction. Recently also became an admin for the the Wild Wastelanders Market too, so that's just been an exciting time as well. Amazing group of people that's been a part of my life now. I'm just really excited for things to come.
I am so glad to have you on here today because we really are actually experiencing the Fallout fam effect. Like, I'm tagging on here for the listeners that caught the last episode. You and I were just BSing off air here that with Mr. Wild Wasteland was the last guest. I've also become an admin over there with you. Like, we're all just meshing together. So everyone that's out there at home, be sure to check out the group over on Facebook. And we're going to get so much more into the weeds with all of this, with your backstory, Cameron, where you started off cosplaying. But we're going to go on to how you and Marty are in a group together now. For those long-time listeners, for all 7 of our episodes or something at home, you're going to get a lot of crossover today. It's all starting to pay off, folks. So, Cameron, you've got this great cosplay account over on Instagram. I'm going to try to flash that up on the screen right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe you got your TikTok account as well. We'll get onto that a little later. But for folks at home, just as a reminder, all the links that we're going to discuss will be in the description below. But Cameron, while we're looking at this on the side, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you started? Because I saw in your submission form, you got a lot of Star Wars kind of crossover there. And as a big Star Wars lover myself, I always appreciate that.
All right. So my Instagram is Tucamcosplayz for any of you guys out there that want to follow it. It's the same for TikTok as well. But essentially, I started off in the cosplay scene in 2022 at LA Comic-Con. One of my good friends invited me over there to, just hang out. We'll go cosplay, have a great time. It was my first convention since like 2014. I did San Diego Comic-Con, but I didn't cosplay back then. So it was like good 8 years after, just I really wanted to do a cosplay. And then my other good friend, Bailey, his Instagram is Bales_27, I believe. We both decided let's do a Star Wars cosplay. What could be better than that? And that's just what it was like. That was our first taste into the cosplay world, just doing a couple like Jedi robes. We'll pull out like our Disney sabers that broke on us on the second day in the convention because they're a little too weak. But that's part of the cosplay experience, right? But yeah, and then the next year, well, we were already deciding that year, we want to do something big for the next year for Star Wars, for the big meetup that they have there at LA Comic Con. And you know what? We were just like, let's do some Tusken Sand Raiders. Like, we didn't see any Tusken Sand Raiders that whole weekend. We thought, if we're going to go in, we're going to go all out. And I think just going in there, full Tusken Sand Raiders the next year, it was just such an amazing experience. Just getting stopped every 5 seconds for like pictures, photo ops. Can you do the Tusken? Just every 5 seconds. It was just such an amazing experience that, I think that we will never forget, just going into our second convention doing that, and just building off. And then that's when I decided, you know what, if I'm going to keep cosplaying, I'm going to need to start making like my own cosplay account. And that's when that started. So yeah, I mean, that was just my first big taste into the cosplay scene. And then leading up into how we became like Fallout cosplayers as well, it was just, was it? So the third day in 2023 for LA Comic Con, we decided the trailer dropped for the Amazon Fallout show. And then we were just like, you know what? Why don't we do Fallout cosplays the next year? And then that's when we decided, you know what? Let's do it. So then 2024 rolls around, and then here we are, Fallout cosplaying. And then that's my friend Bailey right there next in the power armor in the silver shroud outfit.
Wow. That's awesome. Hold on, let me scroll right back down. There we go. That is, gosh. These are great. I mean, I'm listening to all of this and looking at pictures as it, corresponds. We saw some Tusken Raider outfits there.
Yeah.
That is such a cool kind of intro to it. So, quick question to recap of how long have you actually been active doing this on social media?
So yeah, like I said, I think I started doing like my cosplay account in 2023. I just uploaded like the first photos on there, and then that's when it just kind of took off from there. And then doing Fallout the next year, that's when it kind of grew even further. So like even like in those photos you see like we didn't even expect to see any more Tusken Sand Raiders, and then next thing you know, there was like a big group of 5 Tusken Sand Raiders rolling up doing the Tusken chant. And then we just didn't want to wear our Tusken cosplays for like the last day of the convention, so we decided let's do some Hawaiian Raiders. Wore Hawaiian shirts over the mask. Yeah, that was so much fun.
That is lovely. It's just so cool to hear people's journey into cosplay. One thing I've noticed from a lot of the people that come through, again, it's something that starts really organically. People maybe start with a small piece of kit here and there, and then grow that out. So maybe we could talk a little bit about how you actually built up what you had. Like, where did you start gathering your kit, and how did you go from 0 to having 100% costume, if we could even call it that? I know every cosplayer is constantly working on tweaking something, redesigning it, or the rest, so I know nothing's ever done, but how did you get from plain clothes to full-on kit?
So I think, for example, so like my first cosplay, if you scroll down just a little bit further, the one with R2-D2 right there. So just even starting off with that one, it started off in a custom Jedi robe shop on Etsy. I mean, that's just how it started for me. Like, I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to 3D print. I don't have some of these tools that a lot of other cosplayers have. So, you have to be creative with it and think outside the box of how can you make a cosplay complete. And for me, it was just, let me see what's out there on like the internet, Etsy, like Amazon, and just let me see what I can put together. Like, and then so I put in like my measurements for like the robes and ordered them, got all like the sashes and everything. I had my custom built lightsaber from like Disneyland that I had. I was just like, let me use that. And then I found like this cool little like mask that I had painted as well, with like a little stencil on there too for like one of the Jedi symbols. And I thought that was just such a cool idea, just going in there like my own like original Jedi cosplay. That was so much fun. And then doing the same thing pretty much the next year with the Tusken Sand Raiders. It pretty much started off on Etsy, just finding some like the Tusken robes, which I didn't even expect to find on Etsy to begin with. And then I didn't have a 3D printer, so then I ordered the parts, the 3D printed parts for the helmet and like the gaffy stick as well, which I have right over here with me.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's look at that. That is great. Oh, hold on. I'm going to flop us back to this scene, get a little bit larger on the screen there. That is cool.
Thought I would show that off for you guys on camera right now.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Start off with all like the 3D printed parts. And then it came with the wraps as well, luckily. And then just putting it all together, just one giant big puzzle piece of Gorilla Glue and other sorts of adhesives going on in there. And this is like the inside. It's got all like the padding. It's kind of hard to tell with my lighting, but you got to make it fit somehow, right?
Absolutely. And have to have it comfortable enough to wear it for extended periods of time. Mm-hmm. Is it comfortable? This is always the important behind the scenes questions we got to ask. Is this a comfortable cosplay?
For the most part, it really is, honestly. I mean, the robes are very light to wear. It's not like restricting in any sort of the way. If you're going to do a cosplay during the winter, I recommend doing a Tusken Raider cosplay.
Good
It'll
answer,
keep you warm. But then there's like the helmet. So it sits comfortably on the head. I have like a wrap that goes around my neck where it sits on the wrap. So it's not like restricting anything on like my neck or my head. The only downside is the vision, because you're seeing through a tunnel vision like this essentially just the whole day. So
that's a great point.
You're looking around and then you're just trying to find your friends, and then next thing you know, you get lost for a little bit, and then you got to do the Tusken to find your Tusken brother again.
At least you have such an established cry that you can find each other. Is that really disorienting? Like, how does that wear on you throughout the day, just being tunnel vision for so long? Because these are the things that interest me. Like, I just think total props to all the cosplayers, because for as beautiful as they are, just speaking broad brushstrokes here, there's many uncomfortable cosplays out there. What is it? Fashion over comfort sort of thing. So how does that affect you? Is it headachy at all? Does it just, at the end of the day when you take it off, are you still like seeing that for a little bit? How's that affect you?
I like to take breaks with it at times. I like to just take it off every now and then when it's just like starting to get like the tunnel vision's getting a little too much for me. Otherwise, it's not too bad just walking around for like maybe like 10-15 minutes at a time with it on. And then just like if you need to take a break, that's fine. But then after like you take the helmet off and 5 more people start coming up to you wanting more pictures. That's usually how it goes. What I hear is
a really dedicated Star Wars fan base out there in the cosplay scene. I mean, you see it all across the internet, but how awesome. Like, I want to go back at this picture. I see the Enterprise bridge here. This is pretty great.
Oh, that was an amazing picture.
Yeah, I love this shot. This is just wonderful. Back to the half Hawaiian kit going on. Enterprise D bridge. Picard's just out of shot, I'm sure. But such a cool element. Like, I just love hearing that we've got so many fellow Star Wars fans in this community. And so you started off, of course, doing your uploads, at least on the Instagram side of it, doing the Jedi cosplay, then on to the Tusken Raider cosplay. And so then you said that whenever the Fallout TV show was coming about, that was around the time you started to come into the Fallout style. But you were a player well before the show, is that right?
So I started out playing a little bit of Fallout 4 back in college, just a little bit. I didn't dive too heavily into the franchise until Fallout 76 came around, actually, because I'm a fan of playing MMOs. I started playing like Star Wars: The Old Republic, Guild Wars 2, World of Warcraft, those types of games where I can play online with like a bunch of my friends. And Fallout 76 came around. I didn't dive into it right away. I let a few updates come out for me and my friends to really get into it some more. And then the show came back in, and then that's when I started playing Fallout 76 so much when I had my PC. Oh my god, I think I spent like over 300 hours like on it like that summer. It's just been a blast playing it.
That's incredible. I like you. You've done Fallout 4. I haven't. I came in at 76, and for it sounds like similar reasons. I'm an MMO guy. I really treasure and maybe actually require to be playing with my friends in a game. Like that's everything for me. And so I feel like 76 was the natural onboarding in my case, and I think the time you're coming at the game, pretty amazing in 76's development cycle. Like it seems like Bethesda's turning a lot more attention to it as they know they've got the energy and the eyeballs from the TV show. So like you said, getting a lot of updates under your belt. There's all the horror stories about the early days without NPCs in there, but that is a well gone thing. And now it's
Age of the past. Playing the last couple updates with the ghoul update. Now they're getting into the fishing, and then I've heard even going forward they're gonna have like a whole camp overhaul, and then do like a rework a lot of the perk system as well. So I'm really excited for the state of Fallout for 76 and just seeing what they're gonna do in the future.
I didn't hear about that camp overhaul, but that excites me. I'm a decorator. I love doing that stuff. And just over the last 3 days, I booted it up with my friends again, and we got back in there and started having some fun. Do you still play on PC, or are you?
Yeah,
you and your friends? We got up then.
I know. We gotta add you in.
That would be great. I would love it. Always looking for new people to hang out with, and that community. Just as speaking of a digital community, I always like to tout how good of fellow players Fallout 76 is filled with. Like there's always people giving away items and helping one another. And one of our next interviews, just to kind of tease ahead for everyone, is I'll be sitting down with someone that plays on Xbox and does all these kind of scavenger hunts within their own camp and build a community around that. And it's just the ingenuity of all of our friends in this Fallout space, right? Like everyone brings like a strong passion to it. And we gotta get linked in. So anyone that's out there and wants to play with Cameron and I, you just hit us up in the comments below, and we'll play some 76 some night.
I think that leads into the new California tour. We have a whole Discord chat of just gamers, Fallout enthusiasts out there. It's in like our bio for the new California Nuka Tour Instagram. We have a whole invite link for our Discord. So come and join us and game with us. We always love to meet new people. So we've been wanting to get back into Fallout, do some 76 runs as well. I'm always in there if anyone wants help building their camps. I got a whole bunch of crafting materials if you're new to the game. So
I'm really happy you said that because I didn't know that you guys had a Discord server. So sorry, everyone. I am the worst discoverer in the internet, but that went over my head. Now I want to join, but also you're getting me at the stage. We could team up with some other people. I'm in the same boat. I'm a hoarder, a pack rat. I keep all my 10 billion concrete or whatever it is. And so anyone out there that needs stuff, that would be so fun. We could do a little something. Maybe we could get some like 76ing events going on the PC side. But it sounds like you guys might already have some of that going too. I'm not trying to step on toes.
No,
Guys,
you're fine. We've been wanting to get back into it. We haven't had the time yet, just setting everything up and getting ready for Goodsprings. But, we'll have some more time under our belt coming up. So, yeah.
Let's promote the heck out of it then whenever that comes up. Like you and I will stay in touch. Obviously, we're in like now all these different groups overlapping. But
Exactly.
yeah. I'd love to promote the heck out of that for you guys and participate in any way I can. But you're also teasing us with some other things here, Goodsprings and all the rest. So where do you want to go next? I'll let you kind of pull the strings on this one. You want to talk a little bit about the Nuka World group? Marty already kind of laid some foundation for it before, and you could tell us about it again for all the people that didn't catch that episode. But would love to hear how you got involved with forming that group. And then again, we can go into Goodsprings a little bit down the line here, maybe. And tell us, how did that start for you?
So
Where did you get involved
pretty
with
much, I think the ideas for that started resonating for us after Level Up Expo early in March. We had came back. I had run the Fallout meetup there. That was my first time doing like a cosplay meetup for just trying to run it on my own. It was a little there's some challenges for it because we had reached out to like the expo and they weren't getting back to us about setting up an official meetup. So we were kind of having to do one on the side on our own, but it was still a great turnout. There's a lot of people there and it was a great fun time. And then Marty had brought the Nuka World on tour flag. And then so that's where the idea kind of started with us. Like, you know what, that picture right there. That was like the first resonating idea of like, you know what, this is a great sign for us to start our own cosplay group. We know a lot of people out here in like California, Vegas area as well, Arizona. There's a lot of great cosplay groups out there, and we just wanted to start one of our own around our main man, Marty the Nuka Boy.
That's great.
Kind of like our figurehead, and his cosplay is amazing, and we love him out there in the cosplay world. And it was just such an iconic thing that we all love is like Nuka World on tour, and Nuka, like just Nuka Cola in general. It's just such an iconic part of Fallout that we wanted to like create a group resonating with that. Just about having fun, gamers being gamers, cosplayers, being able to promote themselves, just all of us having a great fun time with each other. That's what it really was all about for us, like starting this. And I was talking with Marty one night. I think we both had a few drinks in us, and we were just like, let's start this, man. Let's get out there and start this. And then another big supporter for us has been Kate down there in the bottom right. Her name is Wasteland Kate on Instagram and TikTok, and she's been an amazing part of our group as well. She helped us a lot with setting up our Discord as well. She's one of the founders for us and just giving us a lot of ideas for for Goodsprings, and just an amazing person in general to talk with about Fallout. Bailey, he's been amazing as well. He's been my cosplay buddy since day one. Just in the Jedi cosplays, he's over there as the Silver Shroud. But yeah, I mean, it's just an amazing group that we have and that we've been forming. There's a lot of even like cosplayers in our group that started out doing Star Wars cosplay as well, and just started getting into Fallout too. So I mean, the doors are open for any cosplayers out there, any gamers. We just love talking with everyone out there about their experiences, giving them some tips of like how they want to like build their cosplays up, or just anything in general. We're there for everyone.
I think that's so important is I've been a fan of people doing cosplay and kind of watching conventions from afar for a very long time in the video game space. And I just love seeing that energy come about. That these people, your group in particular, having now spoken to two of you on here, But just, everything Marty said mirrored exactly that it's just a really warm-hearted group of people who are just trying to bring the wasteland to life for other fans out there. And
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited to see such good-hearted people approaching these topics at a time where I think a lot of people need community now more than ever. I think
Oh yeah.
we're seeing a kind of push for taking the digital world physical. That always used to interest me as an old World of Warcrafter. I played back before they had much, if any, physical merch. They just had a real drought of it in the early days. And I always remember that kind of hit me as a teenager, in the formative years. I was like, I love this game so much, but it's only online. And I grew up in the middle of nowhere, so didn't have conventions to go to firsthand. So for me, it was listening to a bunch of podcasts. It was, this was still in the early days of YouTube, folks, so there wasn't a ton of con videos. But what was out there, seeing that excitement and togetherness, and then years later in my life, getting to go and meet up with some of these people at similar events, you guys do a real service to a lot of people out there in representing these communities so well and making them so accessible to other people. Absolutely. I mean, again, you guys earn it. You're out there doing it, and that's why I always got to ask how comfortable the cosplay is too, because again, you earn your keep.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and we're super excited because we have some plans to be at Goodsprings. We're planning on camping out there in November 14th through the 16th. We got a huge plan for our camp setup as well. We have a lot of we're hoping to have some carnival style games, fun little giveaways, and we might even be selling a little stuff on the side as well to help support our fellow cosplayers. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. We might even have, I don't want to say too much because there's nothing set in stone right now, but we might have a potential booth set up over there as well right next to the town. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. But nothing's set in stone right now. But we definitely have a lot of big plans for our camp though. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
That really excites me. Now, again, I never want anyone to say more than they can. You don't have to, spill the beans here. But that's really exciting. Of course, a group of cosplayers is going to have a badass camp setup going on. And of course, camps are such a integral part to Fallout. Now 76, of course, makes it so you can have all these different camps, and that's really fun. But to actually think about that coming to life, that really excites a camp builder. Can you talk anything to scale about that? Carnival games, I heard, that's big.
So we just want to have some fun little carnival style games. Nothing too big that we can't handle, but little small stuff, maybe toss the cans over, maybe a little Nuka bottle ring toss, little stuff like that. It's just fun little stuff that you can win, maybe a little small prize, some stickers or some bottle caps. And then we have I know Marty's been talking about making some wooden cutouts for us of Cappy and Bottle and stuff like that. Little photo op stuff that would be a lot of fun for fellow cosplayers.
Truly Nuka World going on tour, huh?
Oh yeah, that's the goal.
That is so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Goodsprings sounds like a fantastic event. Just listening to everything that's shaping up around it, and maybe I'll ask this: is there anything? It can be in relation to that event. It can be in relation to other events you might be doing this year. But is there something in particular you want to maybe shout out that you're really looking forward to? Is there any of those things in particular, like I said, specific event, or maybe even something at an event? If you're, again, doing maybe the camp's the most exciting thing, but what's your kind of primary focus on as you're going into the latter half of the year?
So for me, coming up, it's definitely going to be LA Comic-Con in September. That's always my go-to for conventions. It's right next to me, the LA Convention Center. So, that's always a fun, great time. I go the whole weekend. A lot of fun cosplayers that go. Me, Bailey, Marty's going to be there for a day, from what I know. A lot of the Fallout cosplayers go there as well. And, that's where a lot of like traction I gained like last year too. I mean, doing my Fallout cosplay for the first time, I met so many amazing people there at the Fallout meetup, and everyone there is just so nice, so welcoming to the Fallout community. And it's always just a blast going there every time. Amazing cosplayers. I think you have, if you just scroll up just a little bit more, that one right there.
This one here?
That was from the photo op last year. You have Kursk down there in the bottom right. He's been a good friend. He goes to all the meetups as well. There's a lot of great people in that photo op that you just meet and talk to. And so many amazing cosplayers in the Fallout world. Just amazing time.
That looks so fun. Oh my gosh. The outfits are so good in this picture too. Just absolutely awesome. Oh
yeah.
So this is an exciting year. I keep bringing this up with everybody. This is an exciting year to be in the Fallout space. Knowing that we've got this great confirmation on a new season of the show coming out in December, and with the sort of loose, the promise that there's going to be maybe even up to 5 seasons coming out in a day and age where so many things get canned and canceled quickly. It's a very exciting thing for me as a Fallout player. And then to see, as we've kind of already touched on, Bethesda seems interested in diverting assets to Fallout 76, of course. They recognize the funnel, get this game that is now in a pretty polished state, if you will, and into the hands of new Fallout fans. I mean, it's becoming a household name. Years ago, the normies, no offense to anyone, but normies out there didn't know the name Fallout if they weren't a gamer, but that's punctured the zeitgeist or whatever. People are now...
A lot of people that come into the shows, I notice like a big uptake in the amount of players that are on Steam. Like anytime like a new announcement comes, a new trailer comes, like the hype builds back up, and then you see a lot more people playing the games again, which is great. I mean, I love seeing people on the games.
Same here. It's a very, very good thing. Now, I guess a question for the future is, will we can now officially get fishing Fallout cosplay for folks out there. If you're interested with your fishing rod, everyone, it's now into 76. So how long until we see that?
We'll see. That's in the back burner. We'll see. For right now, it's upgrading my Fallout cosplay in general. I started out just fresh out the vault in the first edition. And then going into Level Up Expo in March, I decided, you know what, I'm out of the vault. Spend a little bit of time. I'm gonna rough it up. We're gonna give it a little more wasteland vibes, and then I'm gonna put a little army. I got a little army hat from like Amazon for like $20, and then painted it into like the Vault-Tec security guard. We're going all out with that. So that's definitely the plan that I
love. The Vault-Tec security. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I really my character, I think, always wears that helmet around in 76. So I feel a sort of personal connection to that.
So it's definitely I definitely want to upgrade it continuously. I'm on the search for some better armor right now. I'm going to actually have plans after this to go to like an army surplus store and try to see what I can find in terms of like upgrading the armor pieces, giving it a little bit more like some like riot gear vibes for like the Vault-Tec security guard, and then giving a little bit of wasteland in there as well.
That is a really smart idea.
I want to go all out with the element of the Vault-Tec security guard. That's my persona now for Fallout cosplay.
Heck yeah. I'm just gonna run with it. I'm so in. As a fellow Vault-Tec guy, this is my sort of jam. Also, I love Nuka World too, I gotta say that. Like Nuka Cola and Vault-Tec are sort of mine. So here's a sort of spontaneous question, and I should start asking all the guests this, put everyone in the hot seat. Out of all the brands that are in Fallout, and especially we're both 76ers, what would your top 3 favorite brands be? And you're welcome to include Nuka-Cola and Vault-Tec if you want, or you can just put them as S tier and include 3 others if you'd like. But I'm always curious to know which ones people are after.
Okay. So for me, those are definitely like the S tier. But then there's also, for me, definitely top 3 would be, what's it? Red Rocket. I had to look over at my Red Rocket truck stop Mega Block set for that one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Slocum's Joe. That's another one that's amazing out there. I love the coloring. I love the whole like coffee donut aspect of that world. That brand. Try to think of another one here. Probably Sunset Sarsaparilla. We'll throw in a little New Vegas reference there for you guys. Another good drink that our fellow Wastelanders love.
Those are all good answers. Those are great answers. It's I think it what makes Fallout really fun, and I've got to imagine that translates a lot into the cosplay of it, is just the way you can so easily lean into a Vault-Tec security role, the way that Marty can lean into that Nuka Boy aesthetic and vibe. It's a game of big brands and big content promotion styles. So to mimic those color patterns, I mean, they're very easy in that way. They're supposed to be catchy colors and themes. Yep. So when you guys put them on, you really go like, hard into it really quickly. Like you guys just look great in those photos. And I can't imagine it's going to do anything but grow in the next coming years at all the conventions as Fallout's just mentioned more and more and more.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to assume you're based out in Los Angeles there. I'm going to assume that come this fall, there's probably going to be a lot of Fallout advertising all over the city and activations and all the rest. God.
There's going to be a ton. I know even coming up at Universal Studios, they announced the Fallout maze that's going to be going on too, which I know we're already trying to go when that happens. But yeah, I mean, you can see it. I know a lot of like coworkers and other people that I know are already excited for it. Even people that aren't in the cosplay world. It's just such a great show. It's such a great experience for all the gamers and all the cosplayers, anyone that loves Fallout. We're an open community for everyone. For anything that you love within Fallout, we're all there for you.
Honestly, that's it. With that great kind of message to everyone out there, why don't we get ready to bring this interview to a close today? We've covered a lot of different topics. We could all sit here and talk for many, many hours more about any of these. But honestly, I think that's a pretty great place for it. And as always, I'll just shout out to you that this is an open door sort of gig. So anytime you want to come back through in the future and just BS about Fallout, whatever it is, you want to talk about 76, you want to talk about new cosplay attire, you want to talk about the new season, all of that is welcome. And again, I think that we should definitely loop in for some 76 stuff. We could probably put on a fun time for
I'm always
folks
down
out
for
there.
Some 76. And you never know, I might come back in full cosplay whenever it's a little colder out.
Absolutely. Don't hurt yourself. Don't overheat doing it. It's sweltering over here, so we don't want you to wind up in any bad shape. Whole country, we're melting. Before we get you out of here, though, Cameron, why don't you do a couple shout outs on the way out the door? You've mentioned a ton of people to go keep up with throughout today's episode, but is there anyone you didn't get a chance to shout out that you might like to, or even anyone you want to go back to and promote again? Always trying to get new names around here.
So yeah, I'd love to shout out, obviously everyone knows Marty's Hut already. Go check him out. Go check out Bales _ 27. He's been my cosplay buddy since day one. Forgot if I mentioned Kate, Wasteland Kate on Instagram and TikTok. You can also check out my TikTok as well. It's Tucamcosplayz, the same as my Instagram. So I put a lot of fun videos out there that I might not even put up on Instagram as well. So I just love doing a lot of fun, nerdy stuff. You can see my link trees in my bio. Got all my socials on there. So definitely go check that out if you guys haven't already. Love to get you guys part of the community. It's just a fun time, you know?
Heck yeah. And also you got a Twitch account up here. How do you stream?
I have a Twitch. I don't stream often. I would love to get back into streaming some more. Just busy schedule. I haven't had a lot of time to get down in the Twitch lately.
I get that. I'm dipping my toes back into the pool and with some 76ing. It's been a long time since I've streamed over there in any serious way, but that's the stuff, you know. I know I'm a broken record, but that's where I feel like I've met so many good community members. Like I just, as I've been back, I think for all of 2 or 3 days on Twitch, I've seen so many cool people come back through the chat that I knew from prior, and they're always so excited, like, you're playing 76, and then the next thing I know, they're hopped into the server with me. One of my friends, she's building a camp right next to mine, and I love that stuff. They're like, setting up a village.
I love when that happens.
Yeah, he's so cool. So that's why I say, like, someday, I know you got a busy schedule actually going to these events, but someday out there, we should do some kind of cross-play, like a Twitch meetup / you know, other people that want to just view us, like hang out in the chat. They could all come in game. And, you know, this Friday I'm doing that interview with they're called Vendor Hunt 76 that do it on Xbox. So maybe I'll walk away with a couple ideas. Yeah, that'll be the next one. This episode, people at home probably are like, whatever, but this episode will come out this upcoming Tuesday, so just shy of a week. Yeah. And then that other episode with Vendor Hunt will be up on Thursday. So if you catch that one, maybe we'll both all get some brainstorming going.
Check that one out too.
Yep, that's it, man. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. To everyone at home, I'll meet y'all in a minute as I do a little out-the-door recap. So, Cameron, Tucamcosplayz, go check them out. You got all the links. They'll be in the description, up on the Substack. Go click all the buttons you got, and support everyone with their Bethesda shop codes. Those help all of us out a ton when you check out with those and save yourself 20%. So, that's the thing. Share and share alike. To Cameron, to everyone out there, catch you later. Well, folks, I just got done with that interview, and that was phenomenal. I mean, you could see me just grinning from ear to ear the whole time, and it's too hard not to. I don't know if I look like a cheesy fool, but like everyone in the Fallout community is just so cool and so dedicated, and the passion is so obvious. Like it pours through the screen. So how can I not be excited about it? Make sure to go check out all of Cameron's links. We'll have those in the description below. And if ever I do forget, because Scatterbrain Kyle here, if there's a day I ever forget to have their links, I found that I did this in the past. Please let me know in the comments. I will go and get them up there as soon as humanly possible so that everyone can check it out. Again, my brain's just going in so many different directions at once. We've also got at least 2 extra guests coming up for Vault Broadcast in the near future. So my goal is to get this show back into full functional order by August, that I'm putting out probably 2 episodes a week. Things are just a little crazy. You can see we're in the new office. The set's kind of coming together. Still a little echoey here and there, but you know, that takes some time and some money to to get it to the next stage. But hey, speaking of time and money, if you do want to save yourself some money on the Bethesda Gear Shop, just know that our code is BTales38 and BTales39. So check those out. And again, if those ever expire, you can just come back to the latest YouTube video on the channel, and that should be updated in the description below. As well, if you want to get in on the Fallout TTRPG, again, we have the code BTales that's evergreen. And beyond just using that code, I'd recommend come check us out. Tales from Tomorrow over on YouTube. That's where we do a once-a-week episode, 3 hours of our Fallout TTRPG set in the Fallout 76 timeline. It's in Appalachia. We explore some areas off the map, but most recently, we've been going on the map. We're going down through the Tyler County Fairground area, the Groves family cabin, Aaron Holt Homestead, and beyond. So you don't need to play 76 to enjoy that content, but maybe you would like it. Maybe they overlap enough and you want to get in on it. And I'll just remind you all, it's at overseerkyle.com. You can find all the links to everything, including the TikTok. My recent one, my other one got banned for like no reason. I didn't have strikes, but it still got deleted. So we have a new one. It's overseer_Kyle. over, right? Overseer _ Kyle. That's up there. We got the Instagram account, Overseer Kyle, and I'm Overseer Kyle on Twitch. So if you want to go over to twitch.tv/Overseer Kyle, you can find us play Fallout 76. We're going to try and do that a couple nights per week, really trying to build back a community around it. And like I was teasing back and forth with Cameron, we both sound like we're pack rat hoarders, and we got a lot of things to give away. So if you guys are interested, you need some help in the game, whatever it is, we're interested. Cameron said they have a Discord server going. I need to join in there. We also have a Discord server going, and we have a help board that we just created over there. So if you're interested, if you're looking for something in particular, you could post on our little help board in the Discord server. It's one of the forum sections, and you can just post over there what you need, what your platform is, and it will take us a little bit. We got to get some people in there, and once we get that grooving and going, we're going to try and hook everyone else up with some goodies. So look out for that. I've also joined in with Mr. Wild Wastelands group from the last episode. I told you and him at the same time that he would get me in there. It just took some time. I braved Facebook. I have it, and I go over there. And now, not as much as I should, because I do despise Facebook's layout, but it's worth it. The people are great, and I can't recommend the group enough. And they're about 1,000 followers. They might have actually just dinged it today. So again, 1,000 people in that Facebook group, which is crazy. They're growing like 200 and some people a day or something. So please get in there. Make sure to help and share alike. I can't promote these people enough, but what I can say, a request to all of you, leave a comment below with some creators I need to talk to. And by the way, if you are a creator listening to this, you're welcome to submit yourself. You're welcome. You don't in that case even, well, do leave a comment, help us in the algorithm. But if you want, you can just get ahead of the curve, go right up to overseerkyle.com, click into the Vault broadcast section, and at the very bottom of that page, you will find a submission or intake form, and you can fill that out, and in some amount of time, I will get back to you. It'll probably be quick, especially for August. We'll get you scheduled in there, get you all set up. And explaining the content you make is always very helpful, because that way I can orient these questions to your stuff in advance. I like to get a bit of an understanding, especially if you make stuff like podcasts or YouTube videos or something that's longer form. I like to get in there. I like to check it out. There's no way I'm going to watch it all. I don't have infinite time in my day, but I do my very best. Like Grim Encounters, catching up on those podcast episodes. It's so fun. These people make great stuff. I cannot promote the Vault broadcast guests enough, but I'm rambling, and I think it all just deserves being said. I can't help but ramble on how good these people are. So go check out all their links. Go check out all of our links. I mean, we're putting out a lot of content. I've got 2 different Substacks up there that you can get subscribed to. One is the TTRPG Tales from Tomorrow stuff, and the other is Vault Broadcast. So you could get an email notification whenever these new episodes go live, and that should, again, be Tuesdays and Thursdays. Overseerkyle.com for all of it. Have a good rest of your week, everybody. Stay safe in the wasteland, and we'll catch you with further episodes. Actually, as this one airs, yeah, BTales39 is your code at checkout. And see you then. Bye-bye.